Good day, people of YouTubes. How are we doing today? Time for some more Mahjong. This time on Mahjong Seoul, and I think while I have got the tournament lobby up here, I'm just going to play another game of Sun to start things off, see if we can get some people in the chat, and see how people are generally doing. So, free play south. The current, I think we actually lost some ranking points last time we did this, but I do not have a lot of, I don't care too much about my Seoul ranking, gotta be honest. One side note, if we can get 4 people who have Tabletop Simulator and are willing to go into voice chat on Discord, we will potentially have some more Shizu Mahjong to play. If not, I'll arrange this for another time, because I know Kai was interested. I think we had one other person as well with Tabletop Simulator who wanted in, so it might just be a case of rounding up a 4th at some stage. Not that Kairo's around just yet, as far as I can work out. Anyway, time for some Sanma. Alright, we're not going to keys it just yet. We'll save it a turn or two, but... Okay, that works. We'll play our wind. And then just have to get something in the dot tiles that's close. Second dragon wasn't called. 2-way, there we go. We'll see if we can improve it. Not really. Alright, we've given it a turn. Let's just reach and go. Okay, pursuit reach. Probably better than mine on balance. Let's say far everything we've drawn has been safe. And this, we're not the dealer, so that's not the end of the world for us. You know what? It wasn't a better reach, actually. At most 3. How many of those were out? Might have been a Hellweight. Where's the other 7? That thing's been discarded. Might have been a Hellweight, depending on what's in the other person's hand, but... ah, well. These things happen. Alright, there are whites in our hand. There are whites and we're dealer. We're, of course, going for this. I wonder if you got whites as well. Okay, fair enough. Rinchan? Yeah, Rinchan. Well, not much we could do there, even with that start. That was about as disruptive as we could give it. Oh, there's a Baiman while we're dealer. Welcome to last place. Alright, double Yakuhai Honitsu then. Oh no, it's not. It's single Yakuhai Honitsu. Unless we can pair up these as well. Double door, are they? How much greed am I feeling? Nah, we still go for this. I was just tempted by considerations of upgrading to Toy Toy or doing something nonsensical like keeping all of the honors and just seeing what happens. But Honeytsu door 2 would be fine. Hello, Owen. How are we doing? Owen. White. So southeast red for a double Yakuhai Honitsu. Have your 5. We can't into the reach hand, we can play a 9 to be safe. Alright, didn't get anything extra out of that, but okay. Is that a pay deal in? There hasn't been one yet, so... yeah. How many door did we gift you with that? Well, at least one. In the south. Let's get the first one just because I'm that far away from it. Oh, fine. Forced. Slightly better up into single weight for one of the other two. Single weight south currently. There we go. Ordering door for 26, but we become the dealer. So dealer turn plus one hand to try and take the lead. And 2 Dora. Not just yet, and we'll keep going with these. Okay, there's 2. Alright, Chanta. If we'd gone the other way, we'd have had Tenpai, unfortunately, but alas. I wonder if you're waiting on North, because again, they're not having not any North turn up. Oh, there's one. Didn't really want to be waiting on the pair, but Alright, Riichi and Simo and Freedora as dealer. Alright, there's the Mahjong. Into second, in range. One more of those would be awesome. How to start? Not too much. Just doing a Sanma game before we get some people into the lobby. Where this has become the traditional opener. Eventually, the YouTube algorithms will tell the relevant people who are interested in turning up that the stream is happening. My screen is to the right ways. It is, actually. There's a fair point. I will solve that in a couple of moments. This is probably because of Tenho, but... why are you not centered? You should be... Oh, no. Leave a discard. Why is this not like that? Hold on. Thankfully I can reach, so I've got time to just resolve that in the background, as long as I don't win too quickly. Yeah, the display capture's just completely screwed up. Hold on. This is definitely me sorting things out to try and get Soul to fit, Tenho to fit. Technical difficulties while I wait on a 2-dot. I mean, that'll do. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Alright, that'll do. And we've had a Sumo stolen from us, but as long as it's not ridiculous, we should still finish second. Mahjong's fine. Oh wait, no, that's South 2. We've got one more to go. Yeah, nothing's looking like comeback worthy. You never know though, you can always randomly luck yourself into a Hanuman in Sanma. Clearly this draw is a sign of a 300-year-old high wave. Prepare for Suanko Tenpai. Not quite. That's not a bad draw though. It's good draws getting us to Tenpai for a hand that's not valuable enough. Well, we'll take the first hand for the moment, but... we can obviously cut one of these for a pair if we decide we need to. Which first end one do we want now? God darn it. Alright, we'll take the three-sided double for a 10. Ugh. What do I need? I need a Hanuman, and it should be a direct hit, really. Well, that's our one way. I was about to say that's our one way out of it. If we have to do a draw 2 dot in this situation, we could then do a Khan and try and shenanigan that. But oh well. Oh, it doesn't make that much difference. We finished second in a format I don't care all that much about, as mentioned. So now we can get on to seeing whether my luck is good or bad or other in the tournament lobbies, assuming we have enough people. So, let's find out exactly how many people we are working with. We are currently working with... I should actually bring the thing up, shouldn't I? That would be useful. We are currently working with exactly 2 people. No, we are working with exactly 3 people. Prospero, Shadowhole 2012, and Halian. Let's see if I can nudge anybody on Discord who is likely around. Hagen is mumbling to himself. Not sure what he's up to. The professor isn't here right now. And everybody else I could reasonably nudge has been reasonably nudged. Well, if I don't get a 4th, I will just set this up as a sound mod to get things started, and we will again wait until people turn up. I like going back to sound because I always forget to turn local Yaku back on for the restore. But if that is what we have to do, that is what we will have to do. We have a Larry in there as well. Hello, Board Warlock. How are we doing? Let's get the game started. Random seated, and away! Some of them are. It's just a weirdness and the quirk that I tend to play with. I consider it miscellaneous bonuses. And eventually, if I click enough flowers, eventually it will happen. %, we 3 out of 4. There we go. Alright, and away we are. So, starting south with a reasonably good opener. Let's see how this progresses. I think it's progressing towards Chinitsu attempt. Yeah, I mean, this is early Chinitsu. I don't think there's much else to say about this hand. I'm wondering if I'm lagging out a little here. That's a little concerning. I've had internet problems earlier in the week, but... Oh, no, there we go. Oh, I bet that was just somebody waiting. You could call on that tile. Alright, so I now know the 8-0s are a thing. Potentially. Alright, so we're 2 away from Chinitsu. We are 1 away from just declaring a Riichi if we wanted to. But I think we're going to take this. The other side note of taking it like this is I can potentially get a Chinitsu Itsu, which would be Baiman. Which is greed, but that does help the hand out. does that do anything? Because I can call 3-4. No. We'll say no. So we can call the 4 of the 5 dots and get the tempo on the 7. 3 left. Dora West. A little awkward that one, but we might still end up in a wait on it later. We'll see how this goes. 7 dot. Right, waiting on the 8 dot. Okay, up against the door of freehand. Or I can take the 147. Yeah, we take the 147 here. The big win. It's a red 5 flush. Hanneman. You don't call twice and not being tempai, unfortunately. But yeah, strong start. There was a risk, obviously, once the door of 3 had been sent off, but I feel that with the Chinitsu kind of there, we were always going to try it. Hanneman's are potentially game winning as long as you can play defensive enough afterwards. And as an added bonus, we are now dealer. And technically, it's my first Itsu I've hit in a long while. Although, admittedly, as I've said, I don't consider that a true Itsu because I had to open it up. Alright, Hellion with the East. Okay, it's going for a bit of a quick attack here. Has points to make up, so quick attack isn't the end of the world for me. It's probably not a Honitsu based on that. Thankfully, we have 2 tasks that say we can go around it. Assuming the 9 passes as well, we'll probably just end up going for something along the lines of a quick Tanyo here. Depending. But for now, we'll cut the 1. If we draw a 5, we're into a Pinfu, assuming the 5 so passes. So where is that now? We got up air basically established. Actually, that was a terrible decision because obviously I need to ideally make the pair here. Yeah, no, I've gone backwards a little bit on this. Oh well. We have 2 sextiles against the double call at least, and we did draw the 5 in the end. So 5 dot it is. So back to 1 from Tanyo, which would be Fur 10 right this second. Yeah, I'm doing well for that tonight. I'm putting myself into Fur 10 situations far more often than I should. Not ideal. That, though, is a great draw. So, 6 or 3. 6 or 3. Gonna play the 6. I'm just going to take Tanyo Dora 2. We're in the lead, we don't need to push. We can... I mean, this is not where we wish we hadn't got rid of the 5, because we'd have a better 4-7 weight, but Dora 6 weight seems fine at the moment. All the 9s are out, but it still looks like it's a high Sozu hand. If he's after anything. And he was, but...
Long.
Okay. 2,000 points earned back from Larry, and we move out of my dealer turn with me not losing any points. So that was a successful dealer turn, even if I didn't play that particularly well. Okay, Larry with the Dragon Quick Attack, however the other dragons are fine. And this is the kind of situation where the Hanuman will actually win you the game here, is if people are going for quick hands, and a first turn dragon suggests quick hand. Which, yeah, exactly what we want right now. In terms of what we can go for, our absolute optimal is to hit all the 7s and go for a Sand Cube, but that seems like Magical Christmas Land going on if we manage that. So most likely we're just going to end up cutting one or other of these and seeing if we can just get to a natural Pinfu using that. Or at least something we can reach with. See, that's fine. That gives us a way into Tanyo. See if we can get rid of both of them. One of them out of 3 is about what you would expect to get in the typical game, so okay. Hope to at some stage convert that to a 6 or get something else that allows us to win with this. 9 and 7, another 9 and 7 for Ipeiko maybe. Alright, so we have a dot Chinitsu up top. That means we are discarding none of that. Could be a Tanyo, of course. Tanyo Dora 1. The 7 immediately there. The dots are more useful than the other stuff he's been playing with. So Yao Chuhai and high-end Manzu and Sozi looks like the best bet. Actually, drawing another pair of 8s here means we have the backup option of going into a... Okay, we've hit Dora as well. Dora is actually our seat wind, so we might keep that. Hold off on discarding... I'm doubting he's on a dot Honitsu, or if he is, he's going around in circles for it a bit. Well, we'll take advantage of the fact that we've been given 2 safe tiles for the time being. Prospero playing a dodgy tile for this phase of the game, but he might have a triplet of them or something. Either way, we're going to use that as a guidance and move ourselves on. Could have played a 5-man as well, although as mentioned, I don't think middle Manzu are what they were after particularly. Prospero is doing work for me here. I wouldn't say it's necessarily playing well. He might be on a big hand by himself, and that might be justifying why he's doing this sort of thing. But in playing safe to Prospero, we're also just being given safe tile after safe tile right now. Well, there's another one. We're actually one. Well, I was about to say we're actually 1 from Tenpai right now. Wasn't the intent. Sometimes that happens naturally going around things. We can play the 6 fairly safely as well. Heh. Well, I'm not going to take that one. Two reds are out, we can play that. At this stage, we're in protected lead mode, so we'd have no reason to chase this this battle that's going on here. And having discarded the pair of reds, we're now safely out of this. One more discard to make, we can play the 8, so... Yep, there we go. So we lose points for a draw, but overall we still have a fairly solid lead. Going into East 4 unless Prospero is in tempo. I'd be curious to know where you are going for the Chinitsu or not, because it looks possible around here, but we'll see. Okay, so it was a bluff weight, also a no-turn weight. I don't know whether that's no-turn and he decided to play around it after the fact, but... Okay, so it was a bluff. But it's a bluff to become dealer, so we'll see. East 4, we've got a pair in our hand. We'll see how it goes. We're probably not going to necessarily go straight for this, but we might take it if it comes our way. The rest of the hand isn't great. That's why I'm not going to necessarily call the first one. We'll make the second, especially as we have a toy for a backup plan these days. Mind you, if we don't take it, we've got 7 pairs for backup, so both options are potentially valid. Let's get rid of the 1-2 for the moment. Stick on the other sides of things. We also see 1-3 having been played, so that was marginally less likely than the drawn 7. Inevitably, though, I will draw a 3 dot someday down the line. Okay, we're getting rid of all of this then. East is still a bonus tile, so we can absolutely just go for East only. But it's not coming out in the first 5 from anybody, so I would imagine we're either going to have to draw the ones in the wall, or somebody else has got a pair of them that we're going to have to work around. We're also not going to commit to Toy early at any point here unless we start getting triplets. Let's decline that, thank you. I think I was doing a online pub quiz right now, so... But clearly Mahjong is more important than online pub quiz. Unfortunately, this is the most boring part of Mahjong to watch. Is just the stoic defense. I'm kind of now involved in. I need to get better at doing this, in all honesty, because sometimes I will just get greedy and commit to things that I shouldn't really from the lead. This is how leads are lost, by the way, most commonly. People over-aggressively going for things. I am definitely guilty of that. Here, most likely, we're going to have to keep the East, so we can't switch this to Chanyo. So, if the East don't come out, we're just going to have to fold it. Also can't get pinned through because the East are a bonus pair. You can potentially be in a sumo-only position, though. 2 reds are out, we can play that. Alright, Larry with a call as well, so that's one of our potential winners, assuming the 7-4 weight is going to be our winner. Call having been made, it doesn't look like it's anything related to a 1-suit hand. If anything, it looks like it's supposed to be a Manzu hand. So we can guess that he's got mostly Manzu in his hand in some way, shape or form, so he's just not played any. Manzu have been relatively cheap on the board as well. Only the 9 played by Hellion. Counter reach though. Means I think we're going to play 7-8-6 in that order. Well, not that order, actually, just 8, 7, and 6, and then see what happens. Because ultimately, we just want the game to continue. We don't want to be losing points if we can avoid it. And tiles that are safe to both players are exactly what we want. So that's the best Manzu to come out. So based on hand engineering, I'd say he's completed something in the lower end, and that was the loose tile. or that's the tile he has to discard to now get a suitable weight pattern going. So 2, 5, 1, 4, 7 potentially. Of course, no way to determine which, and we are just going to play out safely here. Somebody else has given us the east, so we now have 2 safe tiles here, which we are going to be reasonably thankful for. We also have the white dragon we can play for safety as well, so we have survived the round. Okay, Prospero, the only player in Tenpai, waiting on a closed 7 with Ipeiko. Ipeiko only. Looks as if you were going for the Suanko for a long while, and in fact... Hold on, Prospero, did you give up? You reached with the 8. Which surely meant you had 3 triplets and pairs. If you gave up a Suanko attempt for an Ipeiko reach, that's not ideal. I might have to go back and review that to make sure that is definitely what happened there, but I think you gave up a Suanko. Unless I misread that. It's possible I misread that, but still. These things have to be pointed out if they are accurate. Right, meanwhile, we're going to play out a 1-2 and just see if we can get ourselves into Tanyo. Assuming, of course, we can get rid of the south safely at some stage. Failing that, we'll just see if we can go double south. Both players on the attack. 1, 2, 3 having already played the 3. Interesting. So 1 from Tanyo. You can call either 8-so or 5 dot to just take the Tenpai. And south is also safe, so okay, we got all of our conditions met. Tanyo, Pinfu, Dora 2. I've got more chance of that now. Champion Tanyo, Dora 3. Yeah, we reach. This is game winning. So 4-7 for Reach, Pinfu, Dora 3. Which is Mongan. 1 Uradura for Hanneman. Sumo for Hanneman. And we have the early bit of bluff on this as well, which is quite nice. Oh, we okay. That's my unfair bit of jam for the stream. Riichi, Patsu, Sumo, Pinfu, Symbols 2. We've hit the Baiman. So there's Larry and Hallian into the same position. We have Shades, and it is our dealer turn. Alright, so after we begin. So yeah, we're genuinely just going to fall out the rest of the game. We don't need to attack at all at this stage. 30,000 lead, 3 hands to go in our dealer turn. Sorry. I've hit 2 big hands today. 1 Hanneman, 1 Baiman. Haven't dealt in, and that's all you need to do to win a game of Mahjong. That's more than you have to do to win most games. So I think we're just going to go for the potential 7 pairs we have going on here and see if we can just play out the game normally. We could try and bust people out, but there's nobody at a low rate. Thankfully, it is a battle for 2nd place. Don't know why I did that swap. Got the Norths they're out as well, so. But yeah, we're just going to casually go for 7 pairs here. If it doesn't pay off, it doesn't pay off, but most likely we're folding anything else that comes off and just, you know, staying safe. Actually a good sort of setup for 7 pairs, actually. Quite a lot of the tiles we've got towards the edge. So, just in case of getting the rest of them. 2 man's been played. Okay, Larry on the attack. Not quite. 4 man. Oh, we dealt in with that. 2 Dora as well. So that is Simple's 2 Dora. That was a good kill for Tenpai, and takes some points. I'm now below the Shades threshold, but I'm still very much in command of the game. I'd take a West reset if it's coming on. Darn it. No West reset for us. Alright, Prospero over dealer. Attack. Now we'll play our West Wind. Alright, so 2 quick Yaku high attacks. We're perfectly fine with this. This is just indicative of a quick game happening. Prospero's a little more awkward because obviously he is the dealer, but okay, 2nd call. So could still conceivably be a Honitsu, might just be a call for a Renshan. Or a quick repeat. They played 2 frees very early, so I'm doubtful they've got Dora in their hand. So the absolute maximum it could be is Honitsu East, really, but it doesn't look like a Honitsu. We'll play our 9s out and see what happens with this. Okay, so that's East only. We therefore do not fear this hand, and we don't really... Other than the Renshan, this is really nothing for us to worry about. Alright, Sumo Renshan, East only. Enjoy your 500 points. The gap is now down 2,224. So direct. No, not even. You're still out of direct Mungan range. So yeah, more attempts required. But we'll see how this goes. How are you with a middle 5-star? Is that just a individual tile, or are you trying something orphans related? You're probably not going orphans related. Fine. Or you're doing the traditional second turn masking of the orphans. Nah, you're definitely not going for that. So too far back, or just decided there's other things you can try. Or just didn't have anything in middle Manzu. So instinctive likely Chinitsu attempt, but it could just be incidental if he only had the single 5 and decided for whatever reason to go for that first. Typically you're more likely to draw stuff around the middle tiles, which is why they're usually more beneficial than say the 8s or the 9s, but okay, no, he's definitely trying to purge that suit. Unfortunately, sometimes Mahjong just tells you, no, you want to keep drawing cards for this suit. Can't purge the Manzu. We're not at home to genocide here. Double Hatsu as well. Okay, well that helps us towards something. So we're Ishan-ten for 7 pairs. 6, 2, 4. There's a reach though. So this is Lowry, I think, considering this, or Prospero is just being evil. Place you say here. We don't have any game that's greatly safe against this, in all honesty. Or that. Well, that's the Pursuit Reach. So we know the middle 5 would be safe here. 4 and 7 are the worst 2 tiles for us to go with for this point. But we're not going to do the thing. We're going to just play the 4 and see what happens. So we can win off a 7 if it comes off, but we are definitely trying to dodge this. Well, we know one of you doesn't want this. We saw most for 2s, which was our angle there. Okay, so we got our safe tile if we want to fold this out. I should be folding the force here. I should have no part of this. White Dragon, though, is safe. We got 2 definitely safe tiles here. But the greed and the shades are calling. One more attack. East is definitely safe. Oh, red is not safe. Oh, we're out of that then. I doubt they were waiting on red in all honesty, but... 4 dots. So it's a 4-1. And unfortunately, it's a dealer Mungan. Well, we now have a potential battle here, so we're going to have to play for this one. Alright, Dora and North in hand, so we could go aggressive, and we're going to. We want to close this game out. We've had 2 repeats now. We're not having any more of that. It's not great, I've got to be honest, but it's improvable. And if nothing else, that's statement of intent. We need to get Prospero off his dealer turn. Well, I need to get Prospero off the dealer turn. Prospero absolutely does not want to help me out with that, but, you know. Alright, West. I wonder if we're looking at a Seizu Honitsu here. That'll make this awkward. Well, that's nice and aggressive. And Lara is just out of nowhere stunned it for Tanya Door 2. Surprised didn't reach for that, in all honesty, but okay. I wasn't paying careful attention to your discards, but it was nearly 7, which, if you were 10 by from there, that was an awesome hand. Alright, well, that helps us out a great deal, so now we are 10,000 away, so Manga and Sumo is pretty much the only real thing we're worried about here from Prospero. We have a nice quick hand, unfortunately no Yakuhai pair this time. Hellion will be going for all-out repeats. There we go, Yakuhai sorted, so we're... yeah, Ishanten. West for definite. If not, we'll probably work it out the other way. Well, 9 gives us 9 doesn't really give us options. Still really looking at this 678 Sanchiku attempt, but... okay, that potentially frees up something else here. Potentially we could even draw an 8 and get into a Sanchiku that way round. Possibly dropping the Norths, though no one's played those yet. Also does nothing for us at this point. Oh, we hit it. Okay, Sanchiku then. This, though, is greedy. I'll fully concede this, but... I'm happy to go for the attempt. If only because we got more of a chance of knocking Hellion out. And we're not seeing any definite Tenpai signs from Prospero at this stage. That, however, gives us the 5 west. So Sanchiku for the game. Okay, there's a reach. One west still on the board. Eight is not a safe tile, so I think we are at the point of folding this one. Because his weight is going to be most likely around the 7 or the 4 man. I think we cut Wests here, in all honesty. Yeah, we cut Wests. We're staying completely out of this one.
No.
Oh, and we were right too. Larry's being a bit sneaky. Larry has determined that sneakiness is winning hands. And if you've got a Mongan sneakily, absolutely that's a pro play. And that has just picked Larry into second place as well. So good hand. I'm not going to object to taking the lead, obviously. So, huzzah. GG. I am, however, going to have to do something here, so bear with me. Because we saw a hand earlier. Angry! Not surprised. I'm just, however, going to go and check the log here, because I'm fairly certain we had a occurrence. When was that? East 3 from Prospero, was it? Nope, wouldn't have been this. Was it this? Yeah, here we go. Prospero. Why did you not, from this, discard the 7? Screwed out. I mean, it's fair. I'm just trying to check whether that was actually out or whether there was any safety you were playing against, but you would... It felt like you had... This was a great hidden chance at it as well. No, it's fine. It's just... I definitely thought I saw it. I didn't... It was only a flash in the pan, but... Oh, dear. Would that have paid off? This is the key. I mean... It's one thing to say, yes, you missed the chance, but would it... And obviously you discard different things based on different things, but... Doesn't look as if you'd have got the Suanko at least, but it's still... You had the shot. You've got to surely take the chance. Still, 4,000 points in the draw. Anyway, let's move out of that. And see if we can get another game down, shall we? That's just surprising because I mean, if safety or something else of that nature, then absolutely I can understand that. But just looking at that hand afterwards, it didn't seem like it was for dodging other people's. Anyway, let's just check the thing. 2 moments. I am streaming. Good for YouTube to tell me that at this point in the game. Well, nobody often Suankos, but that's why we have to make a big deal about it whenever a chance for it turns up. I mean, I think in the years I've been doing this, I think I've seen 3 Yakumans. 1 of Kyrol's, 2 that I've picked up. And that's in however many tens, hundreds, probably not thousands, but getting there at some point, of games that I have actually put on the YouTube. It's not a common thing. Even to get Tenpai for it's quite rare. Well, currently we only have 3, so I'm assuming somebody has dropped out, which is fine. Absolutely fine. It just means I might end up having to go and do some gold room grindings for a bit. Which is fair. Sometimes this happens. If you've been trying to get for a hand at some stage... Ah, fair enough. I could review the game. Certainly, I will say one thing, Larry. You are playing stealthily well. which is good, because more people should do that, especially when you get Hmong in hands. That ending was perfect and absolutely blindsided. But it was good, just about good enough for second. I don't know if you knew that when you went to the hand, but... The downside is, if you'd have reached, hit 2 Urdura, you might have hit Baiman, and if I'd have discarded it, I think you might have even won from that, is the only consideration on it. Obviously, that's only an objective of you based on the 2 stealth hands you picked up, but with that second one in particular, I feel if you'd have reached and got the win off me, you'd have actually won. So maybe missed opportunity, but still guaranteed second with it, so I'm not complaining. Alright, so we have myself and Wareham in the chat. If we don't have anyone turn up in the next couple of minutes, we will move to just... I'll do some gold room for a bit. It's a consideration, and the reason I say it's consideration, Mahjong is very situational. You had a hand that concealed was more likely to be dealt into and got you second place. Whether or not you knew that from the point situation or not, I'm not going to go into, but you might have done. So take the credit for it. But obviously, the consideration from there is if you'd have reached, you'd have gone up to Hanneman. If you'd have hit 2 Urdura, which we don't know you would have done, but that would have given you Baiman. Non-dealer Baiman was 16,000, and I think if you'd have hit me with that, you would have won. Hello, Sif. How are we doing? But I mean, just from my limited view of it, and obviously I could go in and analyze the game afterwards, but it didn't seem like you were playing too badly. You had a bit unlucky towards the start, but definitely playing Dama is always a valid tactic if you're unsure, especially if your hand's actually big enough to get wins without it. Oop. I shouldn't do things like that. Bear with. There you go. Alright, so we are still waiting on one more. Oh, I'm busy as well. I mean, I've kind of published it a couple of times, but my work had a massive malware attack. So we've basically got about 30 invoices to process for the last 5 days of it, using a system we're trying to make work. It's not about that. We're actually only got 3 people currently here. So we have Wareham, you, and myself. We're still waiting for a 4th, if a 4th is coming. If not, don't worry about it. I'll just go back to gold grinding for a bit. But yeah, quite so. Thankfully, it doesn't appear to affect his payroll, so I'm at least getting money this month, which was an immediate concern. There are 4, but that's just somebody not joining in. Just wants to review the game or whatever they're doing. Let's see if I can poke anybody. I'm not sure there's anybody around to poke at this point, in all honesty, but... Oh, I play on Tenho. I'm used to the time as being slightly meaner than that. 15.5, I think Tenho particularly plays to, which is why I was so happy briefly when I went to switch to Soul that I had more time to consider things. And then at various points, I then started running out of time on Soul because I gotten too used to it. All right, I'm giving it 1 more minute and then I'm gonna go gold grinding for a bit. I'll just watch. Okay, fair enough. It's a good tool for learning on. Unfortunately, with the way Flash has gone, you can't really do it anymore. Alas. Yeah, I've been doing basically grinding on Tenho for the last I basically did daily streams of that. Unfortunately, my internet was terrible yesterday, so I wasn't able to do a 4th. But overall, the plan was to try and move myself up to 3rd Danship and, you know, improve my ranking. Basically, what happened was day 1 went amazingly, day 2 went terrible, day 3 went okay, and day 4 just went ugh. I mean, they're as random as they can be. The Mahjong is always against you. If you consider the odds of you actually completing a hand with the number of tiles left, it's actually kind of amazing. Alright, we've only got 3, so I am actually going to butt out of this. We're going to go and do a gold room ranked match for a bit. So, 4-player South, let's go. We also have a friend request, so let's just make sure we get that across. Thank you. There we go. All done. Wow. The less we speak about Arena and MTGO, definitely. So what do I actually need to do on gold? I need to win 3 games in a row to actually level up. Alright, we're in. Let's see what we can do on Gold Room. Yeah. In varying flavors of, dear God, this is great. Dear God, this is terrible. Dear God, the jam has abandoned me. And dear God, dear God. Varying mix of those. I think the second one was particularly bad because it wasn't the fact that I was unlucky, though I was unlucky. The fact is I was playing bad and being unlucky, and while I can usually manage one or the either and just, you know, write it off as a bad thing, that was a terrible stream, both in terms of my actual ability to play the game, or at least the ability I was showing that I could play the game at, and the amount of luck I was not having at the same time. But unfortunately, the way luck balance works is eventually, for all the jam you have, you must have some bad luck to go along with it. This, though, is seemingly going okay. So Poto looking like a Manzu Honitsu, which is slightly awkward on the Manzus we're probably going to have to get rid of soon. Okay, maybe not. So this is looking quite good then for Town Pindora 1. We hope Town Neo anyway. Town Pindora 1, not quite. And it's Adora. Risk it now. Yeah, we're forcing Dora now because we are Ishanten, and ooh, I'm glad we wouldn't have been able to do it after that. Safe Tafel now though. Come on, 14714. Give us the Pinfu. Okay. 8 so we know is safe as well, so we can still work this out here. 14714. I could have called that for Tenpai, actually. I'd been stuck on the 4-man side of it, but could have been done if we'd have were determined. I don't think we're going to get it because you keep drawing all of my winners. If I pull this off now, it's basically going to be a case of... Yeah, that's going to be safe from 9-man. 9-man is now safe. Alright, 2 turns to hit Tenpai. Well, so much for that. Tenpai or not, we're not discarding the Dora for that. Dora before the Riichi, absolutely. Dora after the Riichi, no thank you. We'd have actually hit Tenpai, I think, if we'd have done it the other way around, but yeah, that's fine. So, dealer, draw, repeat, which is fine. An extra 1,000 points on the table as well. No real loss. Could certainly have been worse for us. How do we decide the force things? This looks an interesting hand. Hopefully draw something around the 3 dot, and then we'll be in for a good tan pin, and that's probably going to be it, actually. Still, tan pin reaches are never a bad thing in this game. Alright, now we'll cut the 1-2 because we want to obviously try and secure the most obvious Yakus. So we have a double run and a 4-6 closed. We have that as well. We still... arguably we need to pair something up. We can always pair the 6s up by just guarding the 7. Keep tossing the Tournements for the moment. Though we'll now be in trouble if we draw a 2. I could actually have discarded 2-man there and just kept going on the outside chance that mattered, but fine. The temptation here is to switch to a Chinitsu on the Sozu, but it's not a great temptation, I'll be honest. We're still 4 away if we decide to commit to that. And most of the tiles we could call on are not good. Calling the 7 isolates one of our tiles, obviously, so... Okay, nice. Alright. Let's throw the riskiest tile out there first. The one near the door. Then we are 1 away from... Tanyo. And there's a reach against us. And you've not played a 3 dot. So you can reach on the 2 dot, which is an interesting one here. We know the 1's safe. 2 we don't know is going to pass, so we're going to just play safe around this for the moment. We need that 3 dot to be proven safe, or we need to draw something connected to the 3 dot. I'd like the 2 to be proved safe, actually. That's the other side going. So run, pair, that. Red's fine. Okay. I have a safe tile. Now we can attack, go into a single weight, if we wanted to. Come on, 4 up. That was possibly the worst. Okay, so we could call... Try to drop one of them. No. But nice to know we got safe tiles. Okay, now we're back in the game. Play that 7 so. Nope, we're going to Dama. 6-7. Okay. Well, thankfully we didn't give up an extra 1,000 points. Oh, we'd have hit Dora 4 if we'd have reached. Oh well. We had to have other things go for us before that actually happened, but oh well. This, though, looks interesting. Oh, which bit? Are you watching Nintendo streams, or are you just watching this and laughing at the amount of dodging? I mean, if it happened, it happened. But what that was more just trying to stay in Tenpai and not lose points to the other two players, and potentially snipe the win. But you know, sometimes that just happens. The important thing is don't give up easy points if you can when you don't need to. In this case, though, looks like the other two are going to beat me to calls. Thankfully, I didn't have to do that for 9. So I might have an advantage come a bit later. Downside is people are deciding to just go for things. So this is potentially an overly aggressive comeback. We'll see. But there it happens. So we didn't even get a chance to finish our sentence. Somebody else has had the idea of, alright, let's just quick attack and end this Death Star Dealer Rampage. Has done. Game is now below 30k. We are much closer to what is believed the game at this stage. We do not have a triplet of bonus tiles anymore. This is disappointing. Alright, south to start. Yeah, this is a far less interesting hand than the last one, but oh well. Possibilities. But we'll play the red here. Well, I don't think the Doko is on just because we don't have any 7s, and one's now been played, and there was a pause suggesting somebody could have called it that wasn't me. So, no chance of a Sanshiki Doko, but we'll play assuming the Tanyo is on. Yeah, I mean, yeah. In fact, yeah. Definitely a noob here. Mr. Sananko. I'm definitely getting to the point where people are likely to be going for things. But we are missing crucial draws. 4-so, 6-so, 5-so, 8-so. I could call this for a three-sided weight. I say it's a three-sided weight, really only 2 of them matter, but that's enough winners that I'll take it. Bugger! Right. Well, now we need a card to get ourselves into an actual weight that we can win with. Yeah, I mean, it's not good, but we're going to have to do that now. Good news is with the 7's all out. That's probably suggesting people are having some small issues with their hands. There we go. Down you only. Rah! Fear my mighty all simples. Yeah, bet you fear me as a player right now. Still, we're one turn closer to our dealer turn, where somebody else will hit the Hanaman. I mean, if my current run of ranked games is going the way it usually does. No Sanchiku Doko for you. Good. Ryuiso is a potential thing you're trying for, though. Okay, one door. So partially going with the normal toy defense here, but now we've got to worry about that. Yeah. I'll keep the chance at the pin 2 alive, but... Oh, that's a real... This late in the game, that many winners left. Yeah, we're chickening out of it. Yeah, I just this is me being overly aggressive and wanting to go for it because I had a decent chance at hand there, but it's too soon, too early for me to go all in kamikaze when I'm 35 behind. Somebody else can go kamikaze. I'm actually thinking the 4 might be safe here, but I'm just trying to confirm that. I see 3 fires. I see that. That's probably safe. Might give me 10 in the last draw. Didn't. Last south then. 2 versus 6-5. So it was a toy. Gap extends a little bit. But only the 6-5 and it's still a below 30 game, so... Let's see if a West reset's on. No, it's not. Damn you. Well, we're about to find out whether it was on and Poto's got a good hand, because if it is, she'll play it now. No, she didn't. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, but I can't do much with it. I could try and force a toy, but most of my remaining tiles are a bit all over the place. If again there's another quick attack going on, it's at that point for 7 pairs where it's a possibility, but not. You shouldn't be focusing on it. Okay. Well, we'll bluff the Chinitsu. That clearly isn't what we're going for. So we have basically backwards engineers this hand. We even had a 3-4-5 sand cube based on this. Ah well. If I'd have tripled up any of our current sets, then maybe I could have gone for a toy here. We're not going to go open calling for it. Yeah, okay, now we're good. So now I'm at the point where it's tempting. Again. Most likely, though, we're going to develop one of these and just play our 1-dots for safety. Could have been all terminals, but didn't seem massively likely. Green should be safe against that. 9th man we have is definite. No. Okay, it's 2 dots and that. 9 should be fine. 1 played last time, but we're going to 1-dot for this for the moment. Manzu have not been the most expensive tiles on there right now, so I'm thinking here we're just going to play our 9. Nope, there we go. There's a wrong. That probably puts us to last, but again, it's still a... The game is still below 30k, so we're not worried too much. Actually, we're in 3rd. Alright, so below 30k game, we've gone into our dealer turn in East 4. This is where a hand would be desirable. Pretty much any hand. Okay, good draw. Now, if we can draw that Hatsu as well, that would be perfect. That gives us the double Yaku High Escape. Meaning we can call with impunity and hopefully get one or the other as a winner. That being said, one of them being proven safe and drawing a double run here is fine. So we're 1 away from just... okay. We need to be in Tenpai. Tenpai on the 4 is fine. See if we can improve that as we go. It's also a Suji to a tile we've already played, so... You know, there's that. It is a middle one though, so we'll try and change that as and when. But not to that. But not to that. South's fine. We shouldn't be waiting on South. South is a good waiting tile in this position. The only downside is it looks like we're on a dot Honitsu. Which might be the one thing that's against a random honor tile at this point, but... Oh, okay, but no, he played that because of R4. He's playing safe against us. He's not... He wasn't going to do that before. I'm barely certain. That, though, is an improvement. Gribbles indeed, Mr. Heliquin. How are we doing? Alright, Shinnomi. 1500 plus the Renshan. Locks up at home with the fact that my work has been hit by a malware attack, and so therefore I can't really do a lot of work either. Thankfully, though, my payroll's not affected, so hopefully it should all be good. But yeah, it's been a stressful week and is going to be stressful next week when I've got to do all of the work in one massive gulp in 5 days, rush to get everything out the door. So at the moment, I'm enjoying life because I'm not quite living that bit of it yet. Yeah, so we're going to try and force the Honitsu here. Honitsu Itsu, potentially. Pairing up Dora would be great right now, but we'll see. Yep, no sense in calling that. Got a pair of freeze. No, we're still going to get rid of this. I mean, in general, my work should be fine because it's the energy industry and ultimately people still need powers and gas and we supply hospitals. So, absolutely we are needed. The downside, of course, is that if our system is attacked, it's just that we can't process invoices, which means we can't be paid for the electricity we're kind of providing. Or rather, the service we can't providing anyway. Alright, fought up. Ishanten. Well, absolutely. Come on, west or green. Preferably west right now. White does nothing. It is a possible. Well, I don't think it is a possibility, actually. It could happen. If it happens, it's going to be a Chinitsu rather than anything else, but at this stage, we just need to get the possible Honitsu. I'd love somebody to play a West right now. At this point, I'll take a Friso. Somebody gonna attack that 6er? Does. Okay, unfortunate. It's cheap though. Open Itsu, 1000. The game did herald. I mean, I don't know what my overall game plan was because discarding the West in that situation was suicidal, and nobody was playing the dragons either. That late in the game, I think the only option I had was to fold it, but alas, we have another Dora Dragon though. We're in the south round, so we'll hold on to that for a turn. Let's play Friso. Nobody starts with Friso in a normal hand. South passes. Ultimately, though, we're not going to be the best link. We're going to win on this red dragon, or we are never going to win, and we'll just have this red dragon in hand. Those are the two options we have. The white dragon's fine, though. We can definitely get rid of the white dragon. Also, my phone has just buzzed at me. What are you buzzing me about this time? You are buzzing me about an offer on one of the things, which I'm going to reject because it's too low. Fair enough. North. The game heard I needed things. Therefore, I cannot have them. Not you again. You're bad enough you didn't turn up the last game. Alright, come on. Something useful here. Start of a second row. Something useful. That is possibly useful, but only in a limited capacity. Especially given that we probably need to red dragon pair this. Again, yes, but... Middle 5 out of Yuzu. That's his second one though, so maybe he's just having one of those sorts of hands. Okay. One away, and we're either going to have to toss Fedora. Thankfully, Fedora 5 should be reasonably safe, given that one's just been played there. So I think regardless, we might end up playing this. Unless we draw a 6. Or unless we draw a 4. Yeah, okay, there we go. That changes that. So, potential two-sided weight, forcing the dragon as our pair. Could be interesting. Risk the middle tile first. We know green's probably going to be safe. But reach door of free is Mungan. And somebody will play red dragons if they get them. Nobody else will anymore. So it might even be in a wait for red dragons. We don't know that yet. Suicide Reach! Well, that went the wrong way, but Suicide Reach. That's the second all simples I've dealt into in succession, and now we're no longer in a 30k game. Still, it's going to be the first genuine hand that wins this one, ultimately, the way this is working out, and we've had genuine hands. Right, this we are going for... We're going for the Honitsu. We're just no-nonsensing this now. We are not having any nonsense. No nonsense. Other than, you know, doing that. Absolutely, slight nonsense. That's exactly what I said. I didn't say no nonsense. Slight nonsense. Potential carnage, slight nonsense? Nah, if we're canning anything, we're canning the West when it comes out. There we go. We got some slight nonsense in. Shadora. 2000. Worth it? Question mark. Alright, momentum kinda there. Draws kinda there. South pair would be absolutely what we want right now. East does nothing. Six is helpful. Apparently 4 is also helpful. I'll play the 9s. So White Dragon gives us Tempai, but we have to play the Friso. Actually, Friso's safe on that side. I don't know about that side, admittingly, but... Bugger. Darn it. Alright, we're gonna have to rely on our Dora turn. Dealer turn, rather. YOLO. So he's in Manzu, it's 4-7. You could be in a Manzu for 4-7 as well. I'm going to try and keep that. I mean, we're probably not going to take the Tempai, depending. I think everybody's dodging everybody else. Unfortunately, I'm the one with the genuine problem right now. 3 could very easily be the winning tile. I have absolutely nothing that is functionally safe here, so... So actually, alright, if the 4 ends up being the deal in tile, that's what I was going to go for before I ran out of time. It was not. Alright, Indicator Dragon. So he's still very much in range. Four pairs established, all of them Toy Toy. If we can pair up the red, that would be awesome. Okay, the game is listening to me now, so we have the option of whether we go for Toy Toy or Toy Toy Dragon, or we go for 7 pairs here. Which is going to largely depend on what order we draw things. And in fact, that means we're going for Toy Toy. We're now going Toy Toy. Absolutely. Or we're going Suanko. We'll see. We'll see. Suanko is a thing that could happen here. I was joking, but okay. 1 from Suanko Tenpai. 2 so 6 so. Not quite. 8's riskier than West. I will take Tanyo Sananko Toy Toy though. 2 so, 6 so. We have enough points, we don't need to reach with this hand. We will win anyway. Oh, you've reached against a Suanko! 6 dot, 2 so. Come on. Game. No, I don't want to play Reach. I don't want anybody looking at me at this point. I mean, I don't mind. It would be Sananko Dora free and it would be worth it anyway if she dealt in, but you know. We didn't lose 1,000 points though. Unfortunately, we're in last. It happens. So Anko Tenpai is a thing that happens, and they're not all destined to win. We, however, do need a win out of this hand. I mean, that's probably a little much, but you know, it's fine. I've missed Yakuman before, and I'm not entitled to get that. No matter how much I think I deserve it based on gameplay, I do not deserve a Yakuman. Nobody deserves it, but they're always nice when they turn up. Okay. Green Dora 1, potentially. Indeed, it was not our time. It may be our time later, but for now, we need to get enough of a win. We need to get enough wins to do this. And yeah, that's 2 Suanko Tenpais technically that we've had tonight. Nice. Alright, close on the 6. Hatsu Tudora. If it's from players to our left, I think we win. I think it's big enough. Free harness dealer with the... Oh no, we wouldn't be in... I'd take the lead, but I wouldn't win because I wouldn't be over the 30k threshold. Unless I draw another one. Another Dora would do it. Goodness is, we really don't look as if we're on a dot Honitsu. We really don't look like we're on a dot Honitsu. To absolutely guess our weight from this, it would be middle Manzu or low Sozu. Both sides of the Suji have been come in. You can play the 6. Free 6 it is. Play another one. Not quite. North does nothing. I'm sorry, if you're going to give us Dora free, even on a reach, we're going to take it, because that's game winning in my hands now. T5. Rinchan. Have the option, but no. There we go. Hatsudora 3. Sumo. That is Mongan. That is game. There we go. That makes up for the Suanko. Yeah, I know the game is tight at that point and you probably needed the reach, but reaching with Fedora in that position was not advisable. Not with the game likely to go on unless I repeated, so... Yeah, that's one of the sort of games that you can definitely throw away by being overly aggressive, and I'm fairly happy I didn't. I'm not sure I played brilliantly, but I played well enough most of the time to be consistent enough to, you know, get myself out of that mess. Alright. I think I'm going to potentially call that stream here. One thing that we are looking to do going in the near future, I mentioned this right at the start of the stream, we are looking to do a Washizu Mahjong stream at some stage, which might be next week. If we can get 4 players with Tabletop Simulator who are willing to play. So it'll be Washizu Mahjong, 2v2, blood rules and everything. And we'll just see how we fun, have some fun with it. It'll probably be slower, we'll probably, you know, be a bit more casual with it. We'll all be in the same chat. But that's potentially what I'm looking at doing for next week, or possibly some point in midweek if we can arrange it. So if you're interested, let me know. If not, I will catch you another time. And almost certainly I will be doing random Tenho streams at some point as well to try and recover / descend the ladder. We'll see. Until then, folks. Do.